everybody. Welcome to the show. You know where you are, the 9 at 9 with me, Tigo. And you guys know I love bringing in experts. Heck, that's the name of the show, Expert Talk. But I wanted to bring in some really special experts for January of 2022. So if you're watching this in 2045, it is January of 2022 right now. And one of the biggest things people are talking about is crypto and NFT and metaverse and all these words that you think are just video games for your kids. It's not. Yes, you can make real money. And as always, I'm going to bring an expert here who can tell you the overview of what this means. So sit right there. We'll be right back.
Expert Talk is sponsored by Pod Nation TV, the podcast to broadcast network.
Do. I will shoot you, man. I really am. Run the credit. Don't run the credits. Don't run the credits. I'm going to just clap us in and we can put the credits in post. Okay? Right. 3, 2, 1. Okay. If you're like me and you heard the word crypto years ago, you might have went to Netflix or something and looked for a really bad horror movie, because that's what I did. I didn't know what the heck it was. And now you can't go anywhere. You can even buy stuff on the internet or at the grocery store with your cryptocurrency. It's driving me nuts. So I had to bring in my friend Zenja. Yeah, you guys are going to know who she is. I had to bring her in because she's going to give us the overview of what the heck is crypto, NFTs, metaverse. Zenja, are you there? Help me out.
I am here. So excited to be here and back with you specifically, Tigo. Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for being here. Now, I know people are going, I know Zenja. Well, yeah, you do, because Zenja's in the Radio Hall of Fame. She was doing radio for maybe 2 or 3 years, somewhere in there, something like that.
A few, 25 plus years.
25 plus years.
Yeah.
And now she's taken all that expertise and brought it over to this new world called crypto. One, I got to ask, Radio Hall of Fame, you can't walk through a grocery store without somebody going, ain't you that girl from the radio? What made you decide to shift into this new world of finance?
Wow. So here's the thing, Tigo. I'm so glad you used the word shift because that's what happened in 2008, 2009. And a lot of people know about the shift that happened in real estate with the crash. A lot of people know the shift that happened with their 401ks and so forth. But there was also a shift in technology in the radio space. What happened is I was living in Los Angeles, working for Stevie Wonder station. And in 2009, I believe it was, and all of a sudden, me and 300 of my dear professional radio friends were all fired, and there was not another job to get because of things like XM radio, because people could now plug in their cell phones and create their own music libraries or things that they wanted to hear. So what that did is technology took a hit on what we call terrestrial radio. So that was then. All right. So I was one of the people who survived it. I was one of the people that moved home. This is my home. I'm born and raised here. You know that. My mom was here. My family's here. So when I moved home because of some family illnesses and so forth, I was one of the lucky people that survived and found jobs in radio. But the other thing that I understood was that this technology thing was not going to slow down. It was going to speed up. Oh, yeah. And also what was happening at around the same time, which is how these stories are connected. Again, I worked for Stevie Wonder, and Stevie Wonder was always ahead of the curve when it came to technology, right?
Right.
So that's one of the first places I ever heard of Bitcoin. And at the time I heard of it, it was 25 cents a coin.
Ooh.
And because I had no idea what he was talking about, people were making jokes about spending Bitcoin to buy pizza or so forth, had no information, no education on it. I was like, okay, it's one of those things that we're just going to see what happens. Well, fast forward, the last time we looked at Bitcoin, I looked this morning, it's right at about 57,000 a coin. So imagine had I
Oh,
gotten $1 worth of Bitcoin then. The lovely thing is I probably wouldn't be talking to you and spending time with you here now.
oh, see, that's just me.
But what I realized was because I thought it was too technical, because I thought it was out of my league as far as something I could understand, I didn't get the information to be able to take advantage of simply the investment property that cryptocurrency can be, or even know the difference between like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and NFT. I know I'm throwing out some terminology there, but just like you can learn about anything else, you can learn about what's happening as far as crypto in the metaverse.
Okay, so are you helping people, that want to know this? But if you go to Google and type in NFT, you
Right.
get billions of results and you don't even know where to start. And then you're talking about finances, like who do you trust? Who do you not trust? Who do you
Yeah.
talk to? So are you in your group, are you helping people get started, or do they have to be started and then come in to see you?
No, we help you. We're going to start with the basics because we all know this is new information to many people. The people who are interested right now, you guys are still what we call early adapters. All right. You are the people that already have crypto wallets through either Coinbase or crypto.com. You heard about what happened with crypto.com and then purchasing the Staples Center. That just
Yeah.
tells you the magnitude that this thing is hitting. Correct. So there are people who are coming to me that go, I have a Coinbase wallet, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I bought a couple of coins because Elon Musk said he had a coin called, people were calling it dog coin. It's Dogecoin. You know what I mean? I've heard of Shiba Inu, but I don't know what's happening. Why does it even matter? So either you're coming to me because you bought a couple coins. I even had people over the holidays who got crypto wallets and cryptocurrency for Christmas and are like, I don't really know what to do with this. So first, I want to absolutely make sure you're secure enough to know that if you have a crypto wallet and you don't have a 12 phrase or a 24 phrase security code, you don't own that crypto.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
I want to give you those informations. I want to let you know how important it is to have a VPN or to go ahead and open a Proton mail, because now we're securing your digital asset. A lot of people are opening crypto on their cell phones, and you don't actually own that crypto unless it is set up in a proper wallet or a proper ledger. So we want to make sure you have the basics. It's like building a house. The foundation is first and foremost knowing where you can acquire these assets and secure them. And then secondly, opening Pandora's box to all the many different ways that you can build wealth in the metaverse.
Okay, so I know people are sitting there going, is she cussing at me? No, she is not. And yes, she is serious. And don't be like my dad was back in the day when microwaves came out. He was like, you're not killing my food in there. There's opportunity here, and you need to reach out to Zenja or someone like her and find out exactly how this works. So how do they reach you? What do they do?
Okay, so you can either go to my website, thebodyinthebag.com. That's everything health and wealth. Because I absolutely believe you need to be physically healthy, right? You need to go ahead and have your mental together. But then we need to go ahead and make sure that we are paying attention to our finances so that we can build wealth, not just for ourselves, but for the lifestyles that we want to live and for generations to come. And the only constant, all right, in how this universe works is change. So I want to let people know that it's not hard, it's just new. But we can get you to an organized, systematic learning academy that's going to walk you through it. And then you have a community of people who are going to hold your hand and go, I know this is frustrating, but let me help you download, let me help you access, and then gain control of your finances as well. The banks and so forth have known about this forever. Cryptocurrency has already been out and around. One of the most interesting forms of cryptocurrency people talk about is XRP. I don't know if you've ever heard of Ripple. Well, if you've ever taken a picture of a check and it's gone directly into your account, you're like, how does that happen? That is the cryptocurrency XRP. So instead of being consumers, instead of using it and having no knowledge about it, I want to tell you first and foremost what it is. It's not that difficult once you know, right? Secondly, how you can now invest and actually gain multiple streams of income in different ways. That's what non-fungible tokens are, or NFTs. That is a piece of art, a piece of music that you and nobody else owns. But with that, you can actually make some income from owning that. People are owning NFT hashtags where we can now connect you to every time you see a hashtag party town or what have you, whatever NFT hashtag that you pick, that there is tokens that you get from that. And now you're building wealth with
Get out of here.
acquiring that
Really?
token. Absolutely.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And
Absolutely.
like I said, it's 9 minutes, people. We can't dig, but we're definitely going to have her come back and get on here. But I do have to ask the question, is it too late? Do you have to be in a certain financial position or a certain age to even get started in this thing?
Absolutely not. I started my crypto account with $250. This was about 2.5 years ago. And my first piece of crypto was XRP. That year, XRP went from 17 cents a coin to $1.80. Can you imagine what I made in a matter of months? Simply because,
Wow.
first and foremost, I had the information. Secondly, I went on ahead and said, all right, Zenja, let's set up your wallet properly. Let's get the information and not be intimidated by the words and the phrases. It's terminology, just like you would learn anything else. Great bakers know the terminology in a kitchen or different equipment or tools, which makes them great. I want you to know and handle that and know that you have access to that when it comes to your money and when it comes to these digital assets, is what I call them.
All right, everybody, go to The Body and the Bag. Is that it? TheBodyandTheBag.com.
Absolutely.
Reach out to Zenja. She'll help you. She's going to walk me through this thing. Y'all can walk with me. How about that? We're going to walk through this together, and we're going to get Zenja to come back and just kind of dive in, maybe on NFTs or dive in on a certain currency. And we're all going to learn this thing together because finally, it's a level playing field. And if you don't play, it's your choice. Don't come crying to Tigo later. Zenja, I want to thank you so much for being on the show. You're amazing. I can't wait till we get into this a little bit later.
Yes, thanks for having me. And I've got more information out there for you. And each and every person on here can have their piece of the digital assets in the metaverse.
I love it. Hey, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you'll come back next time. And as always, I'm Tigo. I'll talk to you next time.